So today marks exactly 4 years since I uploaded my first video to this YouTube channel. And in the course of the last 4 years, I've uploaded over 1,000 videos just on this channel. And I've also started a bunch of other channels and probably another 500 videos across those channels. So 1,500 videos in 4 years. On this channel, I have about 76 million views and a little over 340,000 subscribers as I'm recording this. Now, I wanted to make this quick video to first thank all the people that have supported me along the way, especially the subscribers that keep coming back to the new videos. But I really wanted to make this video for other YouTube creators to kind of share my experience of what it takes to make 1,000 videos over a course of 4 years, and things I wish I knew 4 years ago, even though back then I did a ton of research and I thought I really understood YouTube before I started. I did not know anything. And before you start creating YouTube videos every single day for year after year after year, you're not really going to figure it out no matter how much you study YouTube content creation. So hopefully by me kind of breaking down these 5 different points for you in this video, by the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of what you should do with your YouTube channel based on my experience, and also hopefully save you some money and time, because the whole reason behind this YouTube channel was to create simple to follow videos to save people time. For me, time was the only thing people couldn't get back. So when I started a business or had ideas for businesses, it was always surrounding time and giving time back to people. And this is one way I hope to do that. So the very first tip that I kind of learned throughout this whole process, and it's kind of a controversial point, but I always now tell people to show their face. I made hundreds of faceless videos when I first started YouTube. In fact, I started with 4 channels at the same time, and all of them were faceless, meaning I did not show my face. I recorded voiceover, or I had someone else do the voiceover, or used animation, or just shot food videos with music, never showing my face. What I learned from that is, in the last 4 years of comparing my channel to other channels that were around the same age, every single one that created their channel based on a face, a personality, a person that's talking to you one-on-one like a normal human being, ended up doing better than everybody that set themselves up as a corporation or a brand or a faceless channel. YouTube, I think, really works well with one-on-one conversation with your subscribers, just like I'm doing here. So I really switched over, especially in the last year, tried to be on as many videos as possible, even though this is a bigger brand and Howfinity.com actually has a few people, 7 people now working there, and we have writers and SEO people and developers. I still wanted to be the face of the YouTube channel to help bring people to the YouTube channel, to help them with their how-to questions, and also get them over to Howfinity.com for more learning and how-to questions as well. So when I keep seeing these trends of faceless kind of YouTube channels, I always recommend to people to stay away from that, because if you create a channel and you brand it around yourself, you will eventually over time get more comfortable in front of the camera, relate better to your audience because they see who's telling them something. It could be even entertainment, education, whatever the case may be. Your face and your personality really needs to be there front and center. So even though there are a ton of channels that are faceless to this day that are very successful, I believe if you're starting from scratch, showing your face, getting comfortable over time, making videos as often as you can is gonna set you up for success in the long run. Now, tip number 2 is quantity versus quality. Should you focus on making really quality videos on YouTube, or should you just focus on making as many videos as possible? And again, this is one of those things where different people have different thoughts on this. And I've really struggled with this myself. When I first started, all I cared about was quantity. I was trying to do daily videos, so I figured if I do 200 or 350 videos or so, missing a few days here and there throughout the year, in a course of handful of years, I could have over 1,000 videos. So that was my goal. And I did manage to kind of reach that goal, but I totally changed my mind from when I started and focused on quantity. And now I focus more on quality, but I still maintain my quantity. So I figured a balance between quality, what I could provide with the best possible quality, meaning I do my research, I script the whole thing. This video I kind of scripted with really nice bullet points so I know what I'm going to talk about. So they do take longer, okay? So they take maybe 1 or 2 hours longer than what they used to take me before I was just really focused on quantity. So if I was to answer this question, quality versus quantity, I think you should focus on quality, but not so much that it takes away from how much content you could produce. Meaning, if a high-end quality video takes you, let's say, 10 hours, I think is far too long and you're spending too much time on it. Because what I've seen is people that sometimes spend 40 hours on a video burn out really fast because YouTube sometimes just doesn't show you the love up front, right? So imagine spending 40 hours on a video. Now imagine doing that 10 times for 10 videos. Now you're 400 hours in, and there's a good chance YouTube has not promoted your video to anyone. So imagine if that happens to you, can you keep going? And in most cases I've seen, people burn out. So when they put too much quality into a video, they burn out. So there's a fine balance between quality and quantity. And if you hit that balance, which I feel like I'm getting to that point now, after 1,000 videos, it took me to get to that point, I feel like I'm in a good place. Tip number 3 is focusing on a topic and niche on a specific channel. Now, again, I struggle with this all the time because there are so many things I'm interested in, even though my entire channel here is focused on how-to content. I still make how-to content about too many topics. So what I've done, especially this year, is I broke up my content into multiple different channels to be very, very specific. So I have a channel now called Creator Room. And Creator Room, which is launching soon, is focused on helping people grow on YouTube. I have another channel with a similar name called Creative Room. Creative Room is all about creative tools like Photoshop and teaching that. So I've taken those out of this channel a little bit and putting it on those channels so I could make a focus, a dedicated kind of a target audience for each channel. I really, really wish I listened to my own tip here 4 years ago when I did this. Now, I've really narrowed down the type of content I make on this channel, but when I first started, I honestly thought I would get all kinds of different creators on this channel, and we would teach you everything from how to play a guitar, to how to put on makeup, to everything you could imagine that started with how to would be on this channel. And I did that early. I was showing you how to fix your drywall and a lot of home improvement videos and a lot of relationship videos and a lot of self-improvement videos on top of the tech and social media, which is all I'm focusing on now. And it just was not going anywhere. And the sooner I learned that lesson, the better off. And I wish I just knew up front that not to do that. Now, Howfinity.com is a little bit more broad. It's more how to on more topics like social media and technology, but I still took away everything else in different categories like home improvement and self-improvement and things like that. So if you are new to a channel, if your channel's not growing, or if you're just starting on YouTube, focus as much as you can focus. So if you have 5 different things you're interested in, you got to pick one and focus your main channel on that. So pick the thing you're the most interested in and really focus as early as you can. Tip number 4, now I heard this a lot of times, but really you should do YouTube in a way where you will not burn out. Burnout is the most common reason why people quit uploading to YouTube. Because you might have heard this many, many times, but YouTube is a marathon. In the 4 years that I've analyzed thousands of channels, I've helped people grow on YouTube, what I saw over and over and over again is almost no one grows to a significant level in the first year on YouTube. So if you're really focusing on high-end quality content, right? And if you're spending 10, 20 hours on a video, you will burn out in the first year before you even give yourself a chance. I remember when I started back in 2017, Peter McKinnon was the only person I saw that year to get to over 1 million subscribers within 1 year. But he has really bigger than life personality. Just the way he makes videos is out of this world. So if you have that skill, maybe you could be one of the few, in fact, one of the handful of people that I saw that got to that level within a year. But typically it just is a marathon. And you will burn out if you don't set yourself up for a marathon. If you start sprinting on day one, you'll never get to a point of the 10-mile mark or the 20-mile mark, right? And in order to finish the marathon, you gotta set yourself up for that plan. Tip number 5 is probably what's helped me the most, and it is focus on helping whoever is watching your video rather than focusing on the views or the subscribers. And what I mean by that is, lately we've been working on Howfinity.com on kind of an algorithm, right? We want to show the best how-to content on Howfinity.com first, right? On the homepage or whatever the category page you're on. And in that process, I realized, what do I want my creators on Howfinity.com? What do I want the type of content that's on there to be like? And when I think about it, I want it to be from an expert, right? I want it to be from the person that knows a lot about a specific topic and is really there to provide value. Same is true with YouTube, right? If you want to provide the best type of content that you can on a very specific topic and you become an expert in that topic, when people find you, they are going to be happy typically with the result because you gave them the best value and you're the expert in whatever you're talking about. But when you focus on trying to get subscribers, you make the first 20 seconds of your videos asking people to subscribe, or the last 2 minutes of your video talking about why they should subscribe, it really takes away from the people's experience of coming to get value from your channel. So what I typically tell people is that if you make the best video and your intention is to help or entertain or whatever your reason behind making that video is for the person watching that video, rather than focusing on numbers and views and money, all those things come if your intention is good in behind making that video. I always make the video with 2 things in mind. Can I research enough about whatever I'm making a video about to give the person the best answer? And can I save them some time? Meaning, can I just be as straightforward as possible and not let them or have them watch hours of something just to give them the answer? Which a lot of times when I read a book, for example, or even an 8-hour audiobook, typically I extract 15 minutes. Somebody could have told me what I learned from 8 hours in 15 minutes. So that's my goal with this channel too, to kind of just right now give you 4 years of everything I learned in a short format video rather than just drag this along for an hour. So those are the handful of things that I learned throughout the process of making 1,000 videos in 4 years. In the last year, I started creating more courses and more content that really took things to the next level. So right now we have a couple of different courses, one on iMovie and Photoshop on Udemy. I have my own course on Instagram, a 10-hour course for Instagram, for if you're using Instagram to grow your business or monetizing a page on Instagram. And just now, I'm finishing an entire course on YouTube where I show you everything step by step. Ultimately, with courses, what I think is lacking is they are not laid out based on someone's experience in a very linear way. They show you a bunch of different things, but not in a way where you could kind of take it step by step. Like, what is the first step of creating a YouTube channel the right way? How do I pick topics? How do I get views? But very linear. And how do I grow a YouTube channel and monetize it? So I laid that out in a very linear way in this course. I'm really excited to launch this course. It should be launched very soon. If you want to add yourself to the email list to be notified when it's launched for a special price, go ahead and put your name in the link below. And if it's launched by the time you watch this video, if you watch it a little bit later, it should hopefully be launched, and I should hopefully have some free resources on that page as well. So I hope you found some of that beneficial and some of the things that I learned the hard way along the way. Hopefully I could save you some time and money, because I was hiring consultants and taking a ton of courses to get to this point. And I really wish I knew some of those things the day I started, so it didn't take 1,000 videos to learn that. But sometimes you have to do in order to learn, but hopefully some of those things save you some time. Thanks again for all your time. I'll see you on the next video.